Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. And blessed is the man that trusts in him. They will go through the fire, through the storm, through the waves and winds, and Jesus will be right there to lift them up. Sometimes God will choose not to deliver us from the fire so that our testimony through the fire can show the glory of God. You know, many times when we're in the fire, we immediately assume the worst. Is God still with us? Is God absent? Is God abandoning us? And many times, our trials are part of the bigger plans that we cannot see with our eyes. And it has nothing to do with God punishing us or God being absent. You know, I got reminded of the three Jewish boys, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. These three young men, they were thrown in the blazing furnace just because they refused to worship the idol that was set before them. And they told the king, "Your Majesty, our God will come and deliver us from the fire. And even though he does not come to deliver us, we still not gonna bow down to a statue that you place in front of us." The king ordered the fire to be added 7 times. So they were thrown in there, in the blazing furnace. Immediately, the king find out that he threw 3 men in the fire, and he saw the 4th one, and the 4th one looked like the Son of God. I love this story about the fire. There's nowhere God cannot come and find us. There's nowhere he cannot be found. These 3 men, they trusted in their God. They believe in the powerful, miraculous God. They trust in their God. So today I'm here to encourage you. I'm here to remind you and to ask you a question. Do you know your God? Do you know how powerful is your God? Because I'm here to tell you that your God is mighty. The one who created you, the one who formed you in your mother's womb, who knew your name before you were born. He is a powerful miracle God, miracle working God. He can be found anywhere, even in the fire, he can be found. Many people right now, they are going through hard time. They are going through pain. They are going through suffering. I cannot imagine it. But I do believe while we are here today, it can feel, for me, it can feel like we are in a fight. I feel like we are in a place where we've been isolated. But I do believe that God is calling each and every one of us to find him, to search for him, to look for him, to be connected with him while we're in this pandemic. To look for him, to be connected with him, to keep on dreaming, to keep on planning, to keep on being creative, to keep on being who he created us to be. Do not stop just because you're in your house. Do not stop doing what is in your heart. Continue to be connected. Know the voice of your God. Know who he is, how much he loves you. Embrace the moments and look for God while we're in a fire. Search for him, for he can be found. The story of Paul, Silas and Paul in prison. These 3 men, they didn't look around them what was happening around them. Prison life, chained up. They fixed their eyes to God. They start praising. They start worshiping while they're in prison. And you know what? God came in and break the chain. God came in. God can come where you are and break the heaviness. God can come where you are and set you free. But there's a step to do. Are you willing? Are you willing to let him in? May this moment of being separated from the public, may be the moment that you'll be connected to your God. May it be the moment that you'll be closer to God like never before. For us as believers, children of God, warriors, it's our time to cry out to God. to pray for those that cannot pray for themselves, to lift our voices to God and say, Lord, have mercy. Take the burden away from your children's shoulders, because many people, they might feel like they cannot take it anymore. So for us, it's to pray and intercede, to rise up and to pray. No time to sleep or slumber. Time to pray and get closer to God and get to know Him more. May you be blessed as you listen to this video. May you be encouraged. Search for God while you're in the fire. Call on Him while you are in your home, in your bedroom, walking around. You feel sad, the sadness come all over you. Just lift up your voice and say, God, I thank you for who you are. When you feel to cry, when you feel you cannot see your mom or your dad or your friends or your sister, your brother, just call on Him and say, God, I thank you for this moment, because you are doing something great. That right now, I'm not seeing it with my own eyes, but I know you are doing something great. May you be blessed. May you be encouraged. This is Thursday, and have a blessed Thursday. It's a new day. It's a new day. Hallelujah.